Good morning. Sorry it's a little dark in here. It is just after 4 a.m. Andrew left for work a little while ago and I'm getting my day started and I thought we could spend the day together. So come spend the day with me as a child-free homesteader here in Central Missouri who also works in corporate America from home. Let's get our day started. Inside mood is set. Time to head outside and start there with taking care of some very loud and very hungry animals. I'm gonna grab some socks, I'm gonna grab my gear, and then we're gonna head outside. I want to introduce you guys to Ghost. This is Ghost. He's the newest addition to the farm. We got him about a month ago. He was very, very, very sick. We got him. I had talked about it a little bit on Instagram, but he is healthy. And he is healthy and perfect and literally brings so much joy to our lives. He is such a good cat. But I just want to introduce you guys. All right, I'm going to go outside, okay? No, I've got to. Okay, let's go outside. So everyone has different things, like different tools and stuff that they use. We are particularly fond of Felco toys. We're particularly fond of Felco tools. They have like the red handles on them. We use a lot of their stuff. So I have my fancy tool belt that you guys are used to seeing me wear in videos. I have one glove, Michael Jackson style, and that is just simply to keep my wedding band on. I take my ring off. I actually just dropped it, no lie, right here in the eggs. Don't tell Andrew. But I take my ring with my stone off because I've bent it up a bunch, and I just wear my band. It was my grandma's, but it's way too big. So I just wear a glove on my left hand to keep it on because I've never taken it off. So I keep that glove on. I have my tool belts. I have my socks. Charlotte wants to say hi. And I'm gonna get Crocs, and then I'm gonna get Aussie, and then we're gonna go outside. So let's head outside now, for real. I've got my slop bowl. I put buckets of food outside yesterday, so we don't have anything to do really there. Got slop. Aussie, you ready? Let's head outside. Ooh. Go on. Look at him. Look at him. So we are on a well out here. This is our well pump. And realistically, we just use a lot of hose. Hundreds and hundreds of feet of hose. And make it work. It rained for the first time in weeks this morning, so everything's nice and wet, which means I probably don't have to water outside, which is also enjoyable. Oh my gosh, the turkeys are making so much noise. I'm gonna drop off the slop real quick to Gail because she's the most insufferable in the morning, and then we'll come back and do the birds. Are you hungry? Alright, so I'm inside the electric where the main flock of turkeys and chickens are. I'm gonna let them out because they are very unhappy that they are still in their house. Hello. Come on out. Good morning, ma'am. Come on. Electric door just opened. They all busted out. Good morning, boys. Good morning, big boys. We got this very inexpensive, really basic chicken wired enclosure. I think it's technically supposed to be for like dogs or maybe chickens, But what we decided to do is we use it for the big turkeys, and it's inside all this electric netting. And then we also have the coop in here for that you just saw the chickens ran out of. It's this one here. And this one we move every couple of days. We'll just like rotate it. But these guys are all in this huge thing of electric. So that's why we weren't worried about the actual enclosure being hardwire or anything, just because it's inside electric and we don't need it. So yeah, we've been really happy with this enclosure for them. And then what we do in the winter is where the blue is like around the sides, we add plywood, and that way they have a little more cold protection. But all the animals are good to go. We have happy birds, and I'm gonna check on the garden really quick, and then we gotta get inside and get showered because we smell like a pig enclosure and I have to work, even though I work from home, so no one will smell me except myself. So let's get going. So these are our carrot seeds that Andrew just put down are in here. And it looks like everything else is doing real nice this morning. We got some rain finally, so I don't think I'm gonna have to water out here. I wanna come over and check on these beet seedlings. You can see a few of them in there. There's one right there. It's doing pretty good. So the beets are on the up and up. Yeah, I'd say we definitely got enough rain today, so I feel good not needing to water out here. And I'm just gonna have to water the greenhouse in a little bit. Yeah, so the garden feels good. I think we got enough water out here that I don't need to water. I'm gonna head to the greenhouse a little bit later and do that, but it's about 7 o'clock and I have calls starting at 8:30, so I need to get in and get showered and get ready. It is very overcast today, and I think tomorrow the high is not even going to hit 70 for just like one day, and then it gets back into the 80s, which is like a little weird, but it's going to be cool tomorrow. I'm honestly so grateful that it rained a little bit because it has just been so dry, and having to hand water everything has just been kind of daunting and exhausting this year. So for now, we're done outside. We'll come back in a little while to finish the greenhouse, but we're going to get in and get the other life we have started, which is HR business partner for a very large corporate organization. Time to get ready. Okay. I guess the perk of working from home is that you only need this to look presentable, and this passes. So let's go start our first call. Okay, first few calls are done. Crushed it. I am so hungry, so I want to go make a snack. Let me see when my next call is. It's about 9:15, and my next call's at 9:30. So can't do much, but I then have just a half-hour call with our COO. Feels so fancy. It's really not that fancy. He's a nice guy. But I have a call with him at 9:30, and that's just a quick half-hour call, and then I have an hour break. So I definitely will go check the greenhouse, and I'm going to eat because I'm hungry. So just going to hang out until my next call, and then we'll go outside. It's a bummer having to be inside, I tell you. Adulting. So hard. I call this a work from home perk. Sweetest girl. All right, business girl meeting is done. And I think I'm gonna run outside really quick with Ozzy until my next call. Ozzy, you wanna come with me? He does. My next call is in an hour, so we're gonna run out to the greenhouse and water the seedlings that are out there really quick, and then eat something because I'm hungry. I don't know what I'm gonna eat. I don't know what I have in there, but something, and it's gonna be delicious. I like to let Ozzy chase the squirrels. He's not very good at it. He tries his best. All right, greenhouse. What in the fart is that big ass bird? Okay, there's literally just a hawk sitting in the front yard. I hate it so much. So I gotta come back here. Ozzy's doing a number 2. I need to watch him because I do not want him to become hawk food. Are y'all done? Can we go to the greenhouse? Okay, he said yeah. All right. Come on, buddy. I literally hated that. It was just sitting there. Oh, I didn't turn the water on. God. Just really grinds my gears when I'm headed out to do this. I didn't turn the water on. I have to go back over to the well pump and turn it on. And fun fact, God, that hawk is flying over my head. Try this again. Head back over. Ozzy always waits for me in the greenhouse. Once he goes in there, he just waits. He knows I'm always going to forget something. Hi! Things look a little rough, so I'm going to water. So I don't know about anybody else, but our greenhouse definitely always gets a little neglected from a harvesting standpoint. I'm like huge on growing in here, and then I always forget to harvest, and I'm like overloaded with peppers in here. It's crazy. I need to harvest big time. Okay, greenhouse has been watered. Pass this fan here. Look how nice it looks. So greenhouse is good to go. I'm out in the front of our house, which I literally have never taken you guys out here, but I want to go check the mail. It's my road. No mail yet. Wait, so you guys can see my road. Quiet. Quiet that way too. Man, that's the best part. I think I have about a half hour until my next call. So I'm going to get inside and feed myself because I'm hungry. I think my next call is like 45 minutes, and then I think it's a quick break, and then my next call. But my day is generally light today, which is nice. I've got some breaks in between calls, so we're going to be able to get some more stuff done. Ozzy, let's not like that. Okay, inside we go. I am officially past hungry, and when that happens for me, I can't function basically. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just cut up some cheese and some pepperoni and eat that until I can get my stomach to feel a little bit better, and then I'll probably eat like real lunch after this next call. That's what I'm realizing. So I'm gonna sit you guys down, and I am going to cut up some cheese. So if you're still hanging out with me and you didn't know, Andrew and I live about 30 minutes from anything substantial, like a Walmart, Dollar Tree, I don't know, whatever else you would consider like bare minimum substantial. So we make a lot from scratch. We make a lot at home. We don't really like go out to eat. When we do, it's when we go down to Springfield, which is a couple hours south of us, and we'll go down to Springfield for the day. And I think Springfield's population is like over 100,000, and where we live is less than 2,000. So we'll go down there and we'll do Costco and all that jazz. And when we do, we try to eat out for all 3 meals. And sometimes bring something home. Like, we are ridiculous. So we'll do Waffle House for breakfast. We usually do sushi for lunch. And then we will either get a pizza to bring home after we go to dinner somewhere. That happens a lot. Or we'll stop at Chick-fil-A and pick up Chick-fil-A on the way home because we can. We feel like, I don't know, homesteaders in general and like crunchy moms are like, it has to be, you have to, you must. And I'm like, honestly, just do your best, girl. Like, do your damn best. So I'm going to eat some already pre-cut cheese. I'm sure I would get yelled at for that by somebody. And I'm going to eat some random pepperoni. for me, it's like, you know, as a homesteader, we do this because we enjoy it. We do it to try and do better, to learn, but we definitely don't do it to like think we're better than anyone. We definitely don't do it to judge anyone else for what they do. So I just think it's funny when people are like, we make everything from scratch. And I'm like, well, we don't. We make a lot here, but like we buy pre-made stuff. I buy pre-made bagels and bread, you know, often because I just don't enjoy baking bread. And I think that's like they say that's like the gateway drug, right? Like sourdough. But like it's just not for me. I've tried. I'm actually in like a current place where I want to try again. But yeah, I'm never going to make you guys feel bad for buying something from the store. That's just not my style. And I'm also not the type that's going to make you feel bad for going out to eat. We just simply don't, because we don't have the selection near us. When we lived in Florida, we went out to eat too, all the time. So just say I'm a little envious of those who can order like Grubhub and get something delivered, but then again, I wouldn't trade it for the seclusion we have. So it's all a trade-off. Okay, my snack is about ready. I've got it dinged. Okay. I like to throw the pepperoni in the toaster oven for just like a couple minutes to crisp up, because I like that like kind of burnt taste, I guess. So I got pepperoni, I have cheese, and then I also have these like Quest chips. They're Buffalo Ranch, 19 grams of protein. I appreciate everyone when you look at the back and the ingredients list is 500 miles long. It's like, ugh. But honestly, for me, some days it is a struggle to get the protein, and that little bag of chips is 19 grams. So that plus this cheese, plus this pepperoni, plus the 15-gram yogurt I'm going to eat with it will be more than enough protein. So that way, if I get busy and I can't come back to eat a full lunch, I'll at least have gotten like 45 grams of protein with this lunch or snack. I keep calling it lunch. I'm committing to this being my lunch, aren't I? When homesteaders try to make you think that they're fancier than you, like, you can just call them a liar and CC me on it, because you don't need to be fancy. I don't care if you buy stuff from the store. I don't care if you buy processed food. We absolutely should not be shaming people for what they buy to eat. We absolutely should not be shaming people for not being able to make things from scratch. It's stupid. Okay, I'm gonna eat lunch and then I'll get back with you guys. Done with lunch, off to, bless it. I left the slot bowls outside. I hate when I do that. But I have my call next. I think it's about 45 minutes. Then we have a short break. During that short break, we're going to go outside. I'm going to get the slot bowls and any buckets I left outside, because I hate that I did that. And then we'll see what's on the calendar for the next call. And then I need to do some chores in here. And Andrew will be home probably around 2. But I'm going to get set up for the work call, and then when we're done, we'll go outside, because I think it's time that we get a break and we get some more sunshine. So hopefully this call will go by quick and then we'll head out. Okay, done with another work call. Let's see when our next one is. Next one is not for like an hour and a half. We're going outside. Let's go outside. My gosh. Well, this feels much better being outside. It was, I think the high today is 80, and it's, I don't know what time, it's like 1. And I think we're in the low 70s still. It's beautiful. Tomorrow, the high is not even going to hit 70. As of right now, it says it's like 68 degrees tomorrow. But then by the end of the 10-day, we are back up in the mid to high 80s. So it's okay. I'll take a little bit now. I don't want it to get too cold too fast. So Ozzy and I are out here, and we did get rain last night, and we're going to get a little bit tonight. But I'm going to go ahead and water a few of the beds. It has just gotten some direct sun today, so even though it's not very hot, it does feel like the beds are a little dry. So I'm going to go ahead and water the beds now. I went through and just decided to go ahead and water everything. So I watered everything down, and I'm going to harvest some cherry tomatoes. Tonight for dinner, we are having New York strip with roasted baby potatoes and then a cucumber and tomato salad. We don't have many tomatoes left that are red, but we do have some of those volunteer cherry tomatoes behind me. So I'm going to go ahead and harvest those so we can have them ready for dinner. So I harvested some off of those beds over there. And then this bed is more volunteer cherry tomatoes. You can kind of see it's crazy. So I am just going through and picking a couple handfuls out for dinner. I'm not going to take all of these. I think we're almost at enough. I actually hate harvesting cherry tomatoes, especially these volunteers, because I know I'm touching bugs. Bugs. I know there's hornworms in here because it's so unkempt, but it's okay. It's for the fight for tomatoes. I think I have enough. Got a nice little pouch of tomatoes there for tonight. I will admit though, my favorite part about cherry tomatoes, these volunteer guys, is that we literally did nothing to them. They have just grown absolutely insane, and it's free tomatoes. So as you saw, I have a nice pocket full. That is plenty. It is getting warm. Ozzy, you ready to go in? Ozzy's ready to go in. Time to go back to work. You guys want to say hello? No hornworms today, guys. Sorry. None today. Maybe later. Okay, bye. So it is 2 o'clock. Andrew just got home from work. He's in the shower. And I probably have another like hour and a half to 2 hours of calls on and off. I'll probably be done with work around like 4 or so. But in between calls, I'll probably try to get dinner started and catch up with Andrew. And then we need to do some editing. Obviously, I've filmed a lot of video today, so I'm going to edit all this video up and get it posted for you guys. But I'm going to finish up these calls and then we're going to go ahead and get dinner started. And so this was dinner. It was so good. The New York strip came out fantastic. And we actually decided that we wanted some dessert. So we wrapped up the day with a little bit of peach pie that we made earlier in the week. It was so good. And so that is how we finished up our day here. I want to thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Make sure to hit subscribe before you leave. And until next time, don't forget our motto here at Little V Farm. Anything grows if you try.